Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic Asexual reproduction. This is a part 2 video lecture. We will discuss about spore formation, fragmentation, alright, regeneration, as well as I will discuss about the vegetative propagation in plants. So watch the entire video lecture to get basics out of it. So without any delay, let's start with the topic. So let's start. Now let's start with the asexual reproduction in plant, the remaining portion, that is fragmentation, regeneration and spore formation. So first we'll see about spore formation. What is spore formation? In spore formation, the parent plant produces hundreds of microscopic reproductive units called spore. When the spore case of the plant bursts, then the spores spread into the ear. When these ear-borne spores land on food or soil under favorable conditions like damp and warm conditions, they germinate and produce new plants. Example, rhizopus, mucor, bacteria, ferns and mosses. Alright, so you can see a spore formation in rhizopus. You can see the spore, the sporangium is there. Inside the sporangium numerous spores are there, spore burst case. Alright, you can see the spore being dispersed into the air. Alright, a hyphae are there, and the long stem like structure, that is a sporangiophore. Now let's start with the regeneration. So in some organisms like plants and animals, small cut of the body can grow or regenerate to form a whole new organism, complete in all respect. So the process of getting back a full organism from its body parts is called regeneration. Example, we can see hydra and planaria, where a portion of the body is cut, and if it is cut, it again regenerate. Right, it can regenerate. So you can see in case of planaria, when planaria organisms are there, it is being cut. You can see if it cut in head, middle piece and tail position, again it will regenerate. Like we also have a regeneration organ in our body. You know it, it's a liver that can regenerate in our body, and none other parts can regenerate. Only liver can regenerate, and planaria entire body can regenerate. Now moving to fragmentation. What is fragmentation? Fragmentation, as we all know, means breaking. All right, so the breaking up of body of a small multicellular organisms into two or more pieces on maturing, each of which subsequently grow to form a complete new organism. Example is fragmentation. Example, Spirogyra and sea anemones. So this is a fragmentation. Three fragments are there. You can see in one parent body, this is divided, split it up and broken down into fragments. You can see fragment 1, fragment 2 and fragment 3. Each fragment grows to produce each individual. All right, each individual parent body. Now you can see the vegetative propagation methods. All right, we'll see this one by one. You can see the diagrams I have given. You can see here vegetative propagation. Now what is a vegetative propagation? All right, so in vegetative propagation, new plants are obtained from the parts of old plant. All right, so in vegetative propagation, new plants are obtained from the parts of old plant like roots, stems and leaves, and without the help of any reproductive organs. So here in vegetative propagation, no reproductive organs are needed, but the old parts like stem, roots and leaves, all right, from that part only the new plant is being grown. Example, we have bryophyllum, begonia, money plant and potato tuber. So you can see in leaf, bryophyllum, the adventitious buds are there. All right, so you can see in a leaf numerous leaves are producing, and you can see the roots and all. So if I cut that portion and place it on a soil, it will again grow. So student, these are the homework questions. First is define the following with suitable diagrams and one examples of each. Example, first question is spore formation, regeneration, fragmentation and vegetative propagation. So these are the homework questions. You have to define the following. You have to define it and draw a suitable diagram, and also write one examples of each in your biology copy. First is spore formation, regeneration, fragmentation, and vegetative propagation. Thank you, student. This was all about the entire video lecture. We have discussed about the sexual reproduction part 2 video lecture regarding regeneration, fragmentation, and spore formation, and also have discussed about a vegetative propagation in plants. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomanjit sir signing off for today, and again we will meet in the next class. Thank you, students.